Take a look here at our next drill in our butterfly series. This is going to be a one-arm butterfly, right side only with fins. And we're going to begin to explore what are the key elements of this stroke and drill. And before we're going to really dive into that, we want you guys to make sure we remember a couple big things here with butterfly. Butterfly is going to be an up and forward movement. That's something we really want that to be ingrained with our swimmers. What we don't want to see with the stroke is going to be that it is going to be a very type of loopy drill or loopy stroke like this, where we're going to be kind of diving down and then coming up, diving down and then coming up. And that's just going to have a lot of energy wasted and not really promote efficiency or a really good stroke here. So let's go over what we look for. Fins here are going to help us a lot, and we're not going to want too aggressive of a kick when we're performing this drill. We want to see here feet pointed, which is going to happen because we are wearing these fins right here. And we want you guys to understand this relationship that is always going to exist in butterfly, and that's going to be here with the relationship of the chest and shoulder area with the feet. So here we kind of see those are going down. That means here our hips are going to go up, and then here we're going to see then shoulders and chest and feet going up, then while the hips then are going down. And that relationship is always going to exist when we do the stroke. And then when we're doing the kick here, we want everybody to kind of see this flexion of the knees that's going to exist. Now we want a natural knee bend. We don't want anything excessive. So kind of excessive here would be something kind of like this, where it's going to bend up very tall. Let's get that back there, like this, and we just are going to see the feet just kind of moving like this. So that means there's only movement then in the knees. But as we kind of see here, we see that kick originate here in that kind of conduit and even that shoulder area, and it's passing through the body and then going to finish here on the feet. So we kind of see right there, see kind of how those feet break the surface right there. And then we look for just movement then through the whole body as we're going to be moving through the water. But this good natural knee flexion is really good. We also like to see the feet here being up at the surface when we perform the kick. So you can see right, boom, right there, how those feet tap down. When that happens, we're really going to be able to surge forward really well right here. We're also going to take a look at the whole stroke. The non-stroking arm is going to be here up in the front. And what we're going to see is just the right arm moving. And what we'd like to kind of see with this stroke is that the arm stays flatter than what we're kind of seeing right now. Here we just had a very special guest kind of help us with the film session, and this was just really awesome to kind of see just how naturally great Natalie here is with that butterfly stroke as she's moving. We like our swimmers just to have the arms be a little bit lower here with the arms with the recovery, so that way we can keep the energy nice and low and then just shoot them to go forward. We like the entry point here to be in front of the shoulders for our more advanced age group and senior swimmers. Developmental swimmers, we kind of want to think about just landing just outside the shoulders. We'll talk about that a little bit more on the return view of the stroke. Here on that landing, then what we see is an effort to make sure that head and chest are going to go down. That's going to help here the hips really get up as we're performing the stroke. So we take a breath here. We want to see that breath going nice and forward. Eyes look forward. And then what we want to see is get them down right away. And then boom, hit that line and that kick right there. So every time we do the stroke, we kind of want to see here shoulders, hips, and then feet. All those check marks are really hitting very well right there. On that takeoff view, just again here, great job getting those legs nice pointed. That knee flexion that we had talked about kind of coming up. So then we're going to be able to get a little bit of power here with those feet going down. Boom, boom, boom. Really nice work right there. On that return view here, we're just going to again kind of want to look for those same things. So just again, remember the picture that we want to have is the yellow lines here are going to represent the shoulders. We're going to want to kind of see our developmental swimmers think about going a little bit wide. So kind of this area right in between here, these two lines are going to be what we're going to want to see with the stroke. So we're going to want to see just being outside. When we tend to have the common thing that we see is that the hand here is going to land in front of the head. And what we see is just a little bit of an out sweep. And we kind of see that that's present right there as we are going to move through the water. That out sweep movement we just kind of find to be just a dead movement with the stroke. And we just kind of want to see that to make sure that the cat, we're promoting good movement and efficient movement with the catch. We'll back up just a quick sec. So here's another part of the perspective of the breath, getting that head down before the head makes contact here with the water. Really good effort right there. And then we are just continuing then to have good movement through the water. Good movement, so shoulders up. And we saw here the feet up, hips are down. Here, hips up, feet down, shoulders down. And a lot of those check marks that we'd like to look for. So we take a look just then at the stroke itself. So here, we're going to just take a look. This is a really nice triangle. A little bit better than what we saw here on the other side. So kind of see where the fingertips are, just here directly below the shoulders. Elbow is up, and we're doing a really nice job grabbing water right there. Really being able to have a strong push of the water here, then off to the side. Talking about the exit point here of the hands, we'd like to see that hand here then be coming out right at kind of the hip. We kind of see then the hand travels a little bit inward to being under the body right here. This is something that we would emphasize a little bit more with our older age groups athletes and our senior athletes. Developmental athletes would kind of just like to see a straight pushback of the arms here. If we're coming a little bit under the belly button right there, it's going to be all right. So the pattern is going to kind of be inward like this, and then we'll kind of push out right at the end here. And we kind of see the hand coming out right at the hip area. And overall, this was a really awesome opportunity to kind of see Natalie swim here. Overall, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.